India's most important assembly elections, Maharashtra throws up big win for Winnability. Women cut across caste and communal lines. Stun India's anti-Modi bloc and end up backing the BJP and Winnability. Maharashtra's capital Mumbai is India's financial capital. Home to Bollywood, Maharashtra is a cosmopolitan state. But how did women candidates fare in Maharashtra? With 49 million male eligible voters compared to the 46 million female as per the Maharashtra Election Commission. In 2019, Maharashtra Assembly had just 23 women members. 363 female candidates were in the fray this time. The result, only 21 women winners made it to the 288-strong assembly. So do women candidates lack the winnability factor? Remember Kamala Harris versus convicted Donald Trump? At the center of the case study is Maharashtra's Ladki Bahin Yojana. The promise is of 1,500 rupees to eligible women every month. The state scheme puts spending power in the hands of women. But was the subsequent rise in number of women voters an effect of the welfare program? The opposition, MVA tie-up, had vowed to double this amount, though. Women welfare schemes on the one hand, and a clear lack of women candidates and leaders on the other. In the Maharashtra elections, only 8% of the total candidates in the fray. Women still haven't shattered the political glass ceiling. Maharashtra is one of India's most urbanized states. Women have led the way for new politics and social coalitions in the Indian state. Freedom fighters and reformers like Savitribai Phule, Ahilyabai Holkar, and many others have called Maharashtra home. So what's behind the dismal women-to-men ratio in politics? Do parties woo women, but don't trust them to win elections? Despite advances, the dearth of women leaders persists. Some say political parties do not see women as winnable candidates. But is this an India-specific issue? Well, the American election results point to much of the same outlook. The world's oldest democracy and not one woman president yet. The US had a chance to pick its first female president. Instead, in a first, the Americans elected a convicted president. Only 21 women candidates emerged as winners in the elections to the 288-seat Maharashtra Assembly. At 14, the BJP had the highest number of women candidate winners, while only one bagged a win for India's grand old party Congress. Women-centric welfare schemes are seemingly emerging as game changers in Indian politics. In Maharashtra, the BJP-led alliance drafted the Ladki Bahin Yojana, paying rupees 1,500 a month to eligible women, and promised to hike the amount ahead of the polls. The opposition MVA alliance, not to be left behind, also promised rupees 3,000 per month for women in the run-up to elections. There are around 2 crore women beneficiaries in the Indian state of Maharashtra, and the Ladki Bahin Yojana struck a chord. Lakhs of women opened bank accounts for the first time, and many received money for the first time. On the other hand, the Election Commission of India data for the Maharashtra elections reported 3,771 male candidates, and in stark contrast, only 300 63 women candidates. And like other elections, many women candidates were either daughters, daughters-in-law, or wives of senior politicians. So the big question remains unanswered. Why are political parties not giving tickets to women? Are they seen as less winnable candidates? Remember, Maharashtra boasts a large urban population and is home to Mumbai, India's financial capital. As per the UN Women, today, only 27 countries are led by a woman, a modest increase from just 18 countries a decade ago. There is a significant gap in women's representation. At least 107 countries in the world have never had a woman leader, and that includes the so-called leaders of the free world. Women make up for only 23% of cabinet members heading ministries worldwide. The UN Women data also reveals that there are just 15 countries that have a cabinet with parity between women and men. In 141 countries, women hold less than 1/3 of cabinet minister posts, and 7 nations have no women represented in their cabinets at all. As per the number crunchers, at the current rate of progress, gender parity at the cabinet level of nations will not be attained before 2077. Globally, representation of women in parliaments stands at 27%, and parity is not expected to be achieved for another 39 years.